great. Yeah. That was a nice way to start a stream. It's okay, I didn't need that long. I don't know, I was fine a minute ago. Then I got a little stressed. Then I decided I'd stream. I think he's stressed. This poor girl says she's yelling and screaming. Playing Valheim. Locks destroyed her carve that's right off the shore. The plains. Nice place to park. She has an unguarded portal. I mean, it's not even in a building or anything, right? So, anyway, Locks destroys her boat because she aggroed the Locks, actually, by running past it. Okay. And then she just like, I get PTSD. Of course, I got a little triggered. PTSD is when you get PTSD when you can't escape something horrible. Not when you inflict something make-believe that's horrible upon yourself. I mean, PTSD is serious fucking shit. It's not a fucking joke to be thrown around like, oh, I'm getting PTSD from a computer game that I can turn off any second I want to. Oh, I can turn it off. Well, how about that? You know, it's like the same thing with like hate crimes. Okay. You got hateful speech, it hurts me. Yeah, don't read it. You don't have to read it. Nobody's forcing you to read it. Yeah, I just don't understand sometimes. You have PTSD from a computer game. Somebody was, if you were there, you know, I don't want to say against your will, but if you were there, can't escape it, I can understand. But you can turn off the computer anytime, dearie. That group of people. It got me thinking about something. They're turning off the penalty for dying. They already turned off. What did they turn off? They turned off not taking metal through the portal, so that they're allowed to take metal through the portal, because you can do that in the settings now. That's fine. Play the game you want to play, but you know, it just occurred to me when they said that they were going to do that because the penalty for running back was enough. Yeah, if it was, then you wouldn't be dying every 10 minutes, you know. Okay, you guys know that food is important, and yet you don't eat. You run out there naked all the time to get a body back that you died because you didn't eat. Okay, so obviously the death penalty is not enough because you're not learning. Okay, what do you need, a cookie to learn? Well, you probably wouldn't eat it. Okay, but in Valheim, eating is very important. Okay, actually, armor's kind of important too at higher levels, like the planes. It's the difference between getting one-shotted by a mosquito and not getting one-shotted by a mosquito. Anyway, what it got me thinking about was, I don't know, some stupid article I read. It's like, oh, today's youth are being trained by computer games to be the greatest generation of warriors that will ever exist. And I'm thinking, well, if you turn off the death penalty, you know, you're not going to be the greatest generation of warriors. What you're going to be is cannon fodder, because you don't take it serious. You don't take death serious. You're being trained not to take death serious. You're being trained to be cannon fodder. That's just my opinion. We're gonna need cannon fodder. It's okay. You'll have a job. You could be cannon fodder. I mean, look at the Ukraine, you know. It's insane what they've done in the Ukraine. Okay. Well, anybody who wants to join this forever server can contact me at this email. I don't check my mail on Sundays, but most days I have my mail program open, so actually maybe open right now. I don't know. I just got up not too long ago. Thought I'd relax, figure out some mods to put on, and actually getting a little frustrated. Was listening to some Valheim people scream about dying in a computer game. Well, probably a little triggered about the whole thing because I'm frustrated about this. All I really want was a mod to make it easier for people to deal with the fire hazard, which is a pain in the ass. I mean, look at this. This chimney is honking and big and honking, but it ain't a gun. So, you know, I don't like big and honking unless it's a gun. Also, what's the deal with the chimney there? How come no smoke coming out? What were you doing, mod maker? What were you thinking? This chimney, okay, this group of chimneys I got going here, there's 3 of them, 3 different ones. I'm going to show you in a sec. But this one, oh yeah. Has a problem. The back of it doesn't exist. However, it doesn't seem to be triggering fire hazard. So I guess you can put wood around it, but that just, you know, ruins my immersion. I ain't gonna get no I'll get PTSD from that chimney. That's what. If I'm out of my immersion, though, how am I supposed to get PTSD if it's not immersive, right? However, the cauldron and cooking stations do work. In that one. This one. Okay, this mod is an extension to the Build It mod called Build It Castles. Hold on a sec. Build It Castle Structures. I mean, because you needed the structures on there. It wasn't descriptive enough with Build It Castles. Okay. The Build It mod is probably one of the construction mods I will put on. This right now is the only one I have on, except I did put on Black 7Rs, fine wood furniture, and fine wood or dark wood furniture. I like having some dressers and stuff like that. I don't like either one of those, the looks of those mods. The skins of the... I would just like something this color, you know. Apparently you can't make... You can make a house out of this wood, but you can't make furniture. Okay. Okay, I get it. No, I don't get it. Okay. I'm being facetious. So, nobody has reskinned it to, like... Okay, the problem with the pine wood stuff is it's too fucking bright. It's like white, you know? Well, not quite that white, but... Yeah. This one can't get the shit into the fireplace. So, that's problematic. However, these do work. You can't go too far this way. There's one more in this group that I would like to try out. I really like this one. Okay, this would be a nice one to have. There's a configuration manager for this, so that I could turn things on and off in this mod, and I really like that. Okay, except the whole missing the back part of this, you know. I'm not a big fan of, well, what's going on there, guys. Skin the whole damn thing. You know. So, anyway, that one, you can't really tell what it looks like, but it's a good looking little fireplace. That is not the one. I like it. It'd be nice if it had smoke coming out of it. Don't like the pink and the whole missing the back part. Well, okay. It's got to be against the wall, I guess. A wall that's at least, I would call that 4 meters high. And that leaves this one, which seems to be put your own fire in there. I don't know that the cauldron's going to work outside of a building without a roof. Even though the fireplace should count as a roof, I'm not even going to try. We're going to go through it in the building here in a minute. Right, I have to bring more metal out. We'll go to the other raspberry farm. I found another raspberry farm right in the meadows. Actually, I think it's northwest of that raspberry farm we just left. I have to put down an X portal first. I think I have a Serpent Core problem. I may have a portal in a box. One of them is my portal, which means, yeah, I have a Serpent Core problem. And a room problem. Hey, look. One problem solved. That is wrong hammer. That is wrong tool. This is wrong tool. Sass's Babylon 5. Okay, let's fix this right away. Well, I don't need to fix it right now. Oh, yeah, I'm going to fix it right away. Because I'm actually going to the other farm. I'll run over there and get my X portal when I get my X portal. I can't take the metal through the portal. Oh. I'm using the hill dirt portal. It might be something we do, run over to Hilder. This morning, but it's basically testing mod thing. So there's some interesting pieces in this build set. I will show you when I get into open territory. I'm gonna need a few of these. Some cauldrons and 18 of these, please. Forgot to give their food back. I got coal. There's wood around. I took wood to both of the raspberry farms. Turns out this is a good world for raspberry farms. Didn't even know that. Hey, good morning again. I already ran by here once this morning. Did I not get my rested bonus? I have my rested bonus. I just need to eat. I need to get a trinket for this boy. Fix this road too, that would help a little bit. Put the road running mod on. Road runner. Mod it gives you just a little more, or a little less stamina usage on better, surfaces, like dirt versus grass, and paved road versus unpaved road, which is dirt. Unpaved road is dirt. Okay. We don't got no gravel roads. Not sure I understand why, but okay. Because everybody's general education is suck ass nowadays. People don't even know gravel roads exist unless I've been in the country, I guess. But yeah, it's a thing. Why gravel? Gets the water off of it. Dirt makes mud. Dirt and water. That's how you make mud. Yeah. Dirt doesn't make an ideal road. Especially for like carts like this. Alright. Shit. They're all crappy buildings, so we're gonna build a building right quick. I'm gonna need workbench. Got workbench. Need place to put metal. Works for me. Okay, so I was thinking about wait, what is that floor plan? I'm gonna go over there now and get my portal. Somebody have to run back and forth for shit. What the fuck? What the hell are you guys doing here? I guess they spawned because this little black forest here. It's odd. It's like fascism. I mean, in communism, okay? The words, they throw them around. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about 9 times out of 10. They're calling fascists communists and communists fascists, and it's like, okay. It's like meanings have stopped to matter. It's like the connotation of the word is what matters, not an accurate description of the assholes they're talking about. But I'm not saying the assholes they're talking about, well, I am saying to them, the people they're calling fascists, the people they're calling communists, whatever, they, and it doesn't matter what side they are on, okay, if they're left or right or whatever, none of them care. Okay, the right's going off about communists, but they're actually talking about fascists. If they're talking about the Democratic Party, they're talking about fascists. There's no doubt about it. Okay, but then again, the Republicans are fascists too. Okay, if you want to go by actual definitions of an authoritarian society based on a type of corporatism, yeah, that's fascist. Okay. Okay. But really, the very base definition of fascism, I mean, it's not even certain that Mussolini said that fascism should more accurately be called corporatism. Nobody can find the attribution for that anyway. It's like a lot of other quotes. Okay. But if you want to go with historians and anthropologists who give a fuck, okay, the very base definition of fascism would be where the rights of the state outweigh the rights of the individual. That's fascism. Okay, at its very base level, the state's rights are more important. The state, as in the government's rights, okay, are more important than the rights of the individual. That's fascism. Okay, and both parties believe that. Both the Democrats and the Republicans believe that. I know. there's the Republican states versus federal rights, but we're talking about the rights of the individual versus the federal government, the state government. Doesn't matter which one when you're talking about fascism. Okay, is whose rights of those two entities is more important, because that's not what the definition of fascism is. It's the government's rights versus the individual human being's rights. Okay, that's fascism. And if you leave out the individual, then, well, okay, you're not trying to give power to the individual. And what the Republicans are trying to do is well, it's the Federalists versus the what were they called? Well, the founding fathers had two groups: the Federalists and the Constitutionalists, I guess. I don't know. Who didn't want a strong federal government? I guess the statists. Okay, who thought that some rights should be in the states unless expressly said in the Constitution. Well, basically, all the rights should be in the hands of the states, if not expressly given to the federal government in the Constitution. Okay, because that was the thing. It was a bunch of states, okay, that signed the Constitution. Everybody kind of thinks of it as individuals signing the Constitution, but, well, those individuals are representatives of the states that signed the Constitution. Why did I come over here? Get my export on. Alright. So we're gonna build the house over there. But anyway, my point isn't about fascism or any of that crap, okay? Because they're not used by anybody correctly, okay? Even sometimes I call corporatists fascists, okay? Is that the true definition of it? Well, I kind of associate corporatism with fascism, but now people would be saying, corporatism is capitalism. Well, you know, the state, I mean, in our corporate world, the state, air quotes, government, okay, could be considered a corporation. And I say this because the government didn't do any vaccine mandates. The corporations did, though. And people went along with it because, well, their insurance is tied to their jobs. And well, that's pretty much a lot of the reason people went along with it, and a lot of reason a lot of reason people stay in crappy jobs. Let's find a place to put this portal. Am I close enough to a workbench? That's wrong tool. Yes, I am close enough to a workbench. Don't fuck with me. Alright, we're gonna do this one here first. Oh, you know what I wanted to see over there? Damn it. What did I do that building? Was 4 across, or was it 5 across? So I want to go one less than that one building I did. Oh, did you see the nice little missing pieces I put on there? I'll show you that. Missing pieces is a mod I have on here. It really hasn't got that many pieces, which I guess is a testament to the original developers. Has a flat roof piece. Okay. And the angled ones. Oh, the bear's out there beating up some skulls. They must have respawned. I mean, when a corporation can tell you to take a medical, require you to take a medical, oh, it's no requirement, you can quit your job. Yeah, okay. I don't know what universe you fucking live in, but it's not this universe. Right. This is not the building I want to look at. Well, actually, it kind of is, because I didn't change the floor on that one. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, well, I don't want 5. I want 4 across. We're going to see. I had an idea how I can give it more room with only 4 tiles. Does that make any sense? I see you, Mr. Bear. See Mr. Bear over there? I don't know what he's doing. Probably out of, like, range to be doing anything useful. So it looks like he's marking time. Marking time is marching in the same place. Military term. Well, marching term anyway. Probably have it at marching bands, right? Marching time? I think I've seen them do it. Where is he? Okay, well, I'll see him now. There's a skull tower there. I'll bet you like there was a skull in the tower. The big bear can't get at. You can't hide in the building from the bears. Yeah, except his one attack is area effect. Like, okay, a good example in this game is the Exer Hammer. What is it called? Stagbreaker. Okay, so we're going to take a building with a 3. Why is there no door on this side of the building? We're going to take this building with 3 and try my idea on the building with 3 first. Is that fucking building floating? I'm just gonna go home and sleep. So I mean, using PTSD in such a context just fucking pisses me off because, you know, words do have fucking meanings, and the girl's not getting PTSD from the game. Okay? You get PTSD when you can't escape something horrible. And, well, okay. You can turn off a computer game. Trust me on this. It's right there. There's a button on your computer. Or your Xbox, or something like that. And, you know, if it comes to it, there's a cord that's plugged into the wall if you really need to escape the horror of the game. So you don't get PTSD. You don't want PTSD. PTSD is not good. I mean, it just belittles PTSD. It's some serious shit, you know. It's like belittling what I would say in fascism, belittling communists. Like calling the fascists of the Democratic Party communists is ridiculous because they're not communists. If they were communists, we'd have Medicare for all now, wouldn't we? Well, plenty of Western nations that are communists have Medicare for all. But we'd have government paid for health care. No, they're definitely capitalists. Just frustrating sometimes. I guess You get old, you get frustrated about stupid shit. Or you get a low tolerance for bullshit, I think, you know. But words do have meanings. I mean, and you don't have to read words. Yet. I mean, maybe they'll be putting chips in your heads where you actually have to read that tweet. You don't have to read that tweet, you know. I don't have to watch that damn video. Yeah. Yet. Slowly getting there. Trying to fill up these 2 coal things where I get more metal. Actually, I have metal sitting here. Not a lot of tin, but actually I overdid the tin. I'm trying to stay minimalist. Guess I'll eat out at a table. It's a little early, but I got plenty of food. I found some turnips on the edge of that swamp by Haldor. Finally got them in the ground. I really should do the crop. I don't want the red mushrooms though, so I gotta be careful when I go over there. This shifty works real nice with this mod. I think it's the farming mod. I should be able to get this one. Yeah. I just don't want the red mushrooms, so I'll do these individually. I'm overflowing on the red mushrooms. Oh, I didn't show all the stuff I did. Let's do that. Seriously? Oh, I got the resources cranked, baby. I don't need to plant another one. I put on Odin's food barrels. I'm not gonna be able to get 2 in here, am I? I'll make it work. So I didn't see it into the wall a little bit. It's not my fault. I guess I probably should plant. Get 2 barrels full. Oh, I don't think I have the seeds actually. I don't know. Oh, I do. But then this crop will have to be turned into seeds, but that's alright. Yeah, that's good. Hey, why don't you turn the other way, asshole? There's such weird blocking here. Oh, it was sideways when it did it. It ain't gonna plant outside of the cultivated soil anyway, so I guess I don't need to be so particular, except it's nice when they lock together, then they're the right distance apart. Okay, so Odin's food barrels is not that. Those are not. These are Odin's food barrels. These are Odin's food barrels. These are Odin's food barrels. These, of course, are base game barrels. You have to get the rings from Haldor for those. These are visual barrels from Balrond. It's called Balrond's Containers. It has the visual barrels, and it also has that rack for the meads. Most of the meats show up in the visual containers. Things like entrails and ooze and all that too. Which I might actually have some of that. Not a lot. I think I got some ooze from yeah. So that stuff does show up in the visual containers. Entrails, ooze. And I really like the look of this, for a kitchen. I also like these for the storage. They are only 2 more than a chest, but it just looks better. And it will fit in the standard type storage unit thing that I have the chests in, because that's what that was before I put the barrels in. But it's kind of hard to put an extra barrel behind it. However, they will fit 2 barrels in the same space as a chest. You just need to have access to get at the back of it if you want to use the other barrel. I mean, you can try to set it up so that you can peek in there like that and get to the barrel, but it's a pain in the ass, so I didn't bother. Now, this wall and this whole building, probably in a kitchen that I make in the future, I will do that where it's open on both sides. In my tutorial playthrough, I do have barrels behind barrels, except I put them a little wider apart. And and then I put on the rugged chest mod. Okay, it's a rugged bronze rugged chest. It requires 1 bronze, 10 bronze nails, and just fills a gap. It's the only thing in that mod. Fills the gap between the wood chest and the big ass iron reinforced chest. It also kind of fits in the size of the chest. It's a little bit bigger, the base chest. We got rid of most of them except where I didn't need to. Like, I got boar jerky up here and shit, which I will someday. It'll be wolf jerky up here and probably muck shakes. And then the visual containers also are the ones that have this, the visual food tables. Okay, and there's like 5 of them. This is in that mod that I'm not using right now. Well, I'm using the visual table. That one looks exactly like the other table, obviously. Okay. The barrel, the tables. Oh yeah, this. It'll work like you see the food on the ground, but you can throw food for your pigs in this. It's a trough. Okay, it's 3 sections in it. I'm not going to build one. You got this, the visual basket, which takes beech seeds to build, but holds all the different types of seeds, except for maybe ancient seeds. I don't know if you change that or not. This is the fabric shelf, which will store only things like hides. Lots of deer hide right there. 4 of them, in fact. And it shows them, so it's pretty cool. Like, you can see the difference between them if you look at the shelf. You can put multiple different kinds on there too, and they show up. It's got like 9 slots or something like that, maybe 12. I really like this one, but there's no room in here for that. So I've just got the hides and bronze chests over here. I replaced all these chests with that. Also, I put on ingot stacks and ingot piles. 2 different mods. Okay, one has that and one has this. Okay, and depending on the situation, I use them differently. You notice this shelf is sticking out a little more. That's because they're long. Okay, and it's actually sticking into the wall even then. Okay. But these take up more, well, they basically take up a whole 2x2. Okay. I mean, you could get 2 in 1.5 meters, but, you know, these ones serve me better because I can put iron, I can put black metal, silver. Then what are we on? I don't know what we're on after that. But then I can get overflow over on the end here, or just store it in a box like I did there because I didn't really want the overflow. I just screwed up, went a little crazy. And then the this mod is called Dynamic Wood Piles. Okay, but it also includes, well, that's the base bone stack. Oh, maybe that's the one. It includes stacks for some of the things, like a coin stack and all that. Or maybe that's the Dynamic Wood Piles Edition thing. So the stack that you can actually take some shit out of without having to destroy the whole stack. So these bone ones, they store a lot. You get a lot of bone, so, and you can stack another bone stack on top of that stack. It's a pain in the ass, but you can get it so it looks alright. And I also put on ravenwood containers. The only thing I really use from ravenwood containers is this feathers basket, because the rest of them look like crap. Flint pile, gray dwarf eyes, resin piles. That's all the Dynamic Wood Piles and its addition. Oh yeah, coal pile. Ore piles, which I have out here. Sorry, there was a hair in my ear, tickling my ear. Getting there. I just prefer those. This stack is going over there. I'm gonna have to move the fire a little bit, but alright, what else did I put on? So those ones I've tested in the past and they're all good. This new one that we're doing now with these fireplaces, I don't know that I'm going to use it, but since it has a configuration, I can turn off those fireplaces. I don't want people using like pink one there. Seems like it was done half-assed. So I have played multiplayer, player versus player games. Okay, Destiny 2 has player versus player. Okay, Destiny 2. I mean, I play games like Command & Conquer and Company of Heroes versus other players. Anything else I need? No. I'll take the nails. And quite frankly, okay, well, it's alright. I don't know what it is, internet connection or console. But I know one thing. They're not using a fracking mouse and, a regular internet connection, some of them guys, because they're one-shotting you before you can see them. Okay? In the multiplayer. Well, they're not becoming good soldiers. Okay? They're not becoming good soldiers, no. They're not becoming next generation of super soldiers. They're gonna be cannon fodder too. All them guys using their consoles in that game, and what's the other one that? No, it was Destiny 2. Destiny 2 didn't have the console cross-play, but when my buddy got he wanted to play his console, and when the cross-play came out, he got that right away. Actually, we don't really play anymore, okay? Because he said, I guess I wasn't needed for, I wasn't needed for the, the, I don't know, what do you call them in that game, bosses. Because he said he didn't want to run with me to get my, caught up on whatever the hell I was behind. Cost $100 for fucking, I don't know, some DLC. Anyway, the Witch Queen. Anyway, I got all that crap. I'm like, doing it, except he doesn't want to play with me doing that, and he said, go play the multiplayer, and I'm like, I ain't got a fucking console. He gets mad at me. Because you really can't play multiplayer against those console people. I'm sorry. Okay. It's just, well, first of all, it's not fun. You're not really accomplishing anything. It's stupid that I have to do it to get the shit that I need to get, Anyway, it is what it is. Alright, so what I want to do with this was my idea, is actually expand the roof out but leave the center. Now this one, I think, we're going to try this. Like that, but we're gonna take these just to give more space in here for things like, so that's a half a meter. Is that right? No, that's 1 meter. These pieces are 2 meters. This is 1 meter. So 1 meter out plus 1 meter out on the other side is 2 meters. Effectively giving me, but this would allow storage space to go up to 4, I believe, if I put the 45s. How is it nighttime already? Okay, but one thing I want to do here, at least on the front, so I'm changing these to 1 meters. 6 of one, half dozen the other, except I can snap half and half now on this front one. I have an overhang if I get the bottom 2 and the bottom 1. I got that, and then we'll put these, and we don't get a roof topper with this because it's technically 4 across, but it gives more interior space. It should make it look bigger without without making the floor bigger. The footprint. That's the word I was looking for. So that's going to give us an overhang on both sides. We're going to make it the same as what I normally do, which is like this. I feel like I missed on that one. And we lost daylight again. Gonna make a bed here I can sleep in. Why is this one? Oh, it just looked different, didn't it? Well, I got one with a fire, didn't I? Yeah, I think I'm in the one with the fire. Working on the one with the fire. Yeah, it's the only one with the fire in the back. Uh-huh. Well, let's see if it's too exposed. Yeah, well, there's that small problem. Oh, the detail now. I can finish the roof. Anyway, quite frankly, you should have the death penalty up as high as you want if you're trying to train for the military. You know, you think drone operators in the military are great soldiers? Well, it's all over your remote control. Yeah. You could dream. That's like these, I'm not allowed to say that word anymore. These people who own the means of production, who think that they're going to replace human beings with AI, that isn't even AI, and they should know it's not AI. Oh, and I was thinking, what we'll do with this, I should have done before I put the roof up, because it would have been easier. Just put a little shelf here. Then we can throw, well, I don't think there's room to throw any kind of storage in there. You mean I need wood? I got so much wood. I brought a whole cart. Are you shitting me? Wait. Right. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, kind of a shelf here, but really the only thing you'll be able to put on there is some of the visual containers, like the grader RFIs and maybe some resin and all that. There's not a lot of room. But if I don't have to change the footprint of this, even though I'm going to make them longer, it'll just make life so much easier. The reason I'm going to make it longer is because I need to get a fireplace in here. And I was looking for mods that gave me fireplaces that I didn't have to do the crazy building that you have to do for the fire hazard. So I don't want to build a fireplace that's only going to have one fire in it. If it has a hearth, they should be able to, you know, they'll be able to do cauldron and some cooking racks, but you're going to need 2 fires to get cauldron and cooking racks, you know, that work. So 2 campfires next to each other is what I'm talking about. So you might as well just make it big enough so they can slap a hearth in here later, you know. They won't be able, well, maybe they could fit a metal one in the back and some small cooking racks in front and do the whole kit and caboodle there. I don't know. But these are just temporary shelters that I have to build, before people join this server. Speaking of which, if you're interested, there's that. Just email me. Oh, why is that thing not working? Alright. I suppose I could leave it up. It ain't gonna bother me too much. Oh, okay, we gotta do the ends. Yes, I'm gonna snap in there. Oh, guess it will. Give me bottom. Because I got the little thing in there, it snaps in, that's nice. Gonna make this longer. Now I have to think about the fireplace. So we're gonna try this fireplace that I have here. With the Build It Castle Structures mod. It has some interesting stuff. It's got a better door. Yeah, well then the gate. Alright. Also 6 wood. What's up with that? Wooden door with an iron grate on the outside to protect the viewing slot. What, there's a viewing slot? I can't really see this. Why can't I see it? The fuck's the light? God darn trees! It's got like an iron grate here, but I guess there's no viewing slot because it's not showing anything there. It's got a few of those, but it also has some interesting pieces for round stuff. Round wall pieces that aren't frickin' honkin' huge, so you can build towers with those stairs going up, because it's got the stairs that, these stairs, spiral stair, that's what it's called. Also, huge honkin' stone bridge parts that are cheap. 5 stone? Okay. I didn't put the configuration manager on. Also has railings for the bridge, but I wonder if these will work. My question is, do they deteriorate? Because all the damn things that you can I use this as a fence type thing? It's not gonna lock. No? No snapping? No snapping for you! Oh, that's stone? What? Okay. We got stone railing for those. Then we got fancy trim. Got strange stone floor pieces for the round stuff. You got little corners for these corbels and all that. We got all kinds of different floor types. Even got stained glass windows. They're a little weird, but it is what it is. Got pillars that are also weird. Except the top you can't see through. But I guess nobody gonna be looking at the bottom of it, huh? Okay. Oh, got iron fencing. That's interesting. It's fancy. Also expensive. Got regular old plank fence. Two different pieces that seem basically identical. Trapdoor. Now this one looks more like a house door. Yeah. Except it needs irons. I would assume it's stronger than the other one. But what we're going to be trying... Well, I have to get rid of this wire. So I'm pushing this back. Actually, I'm going to use the infinity hammer. Can't see a fracking thing. Okay. The infinity hammer is problematic because I don't know how to turn it just a little bit, you know. Rotate. Yeah. Rotate doesn't really rotate. Oh, no, that was still doing. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this manually. I know this is level here, so I can move around a little bit. There's all pickaxe action going on. I don't know how much space I want here. So if you build your buildings, you really should check the lay of the earth. See the lay of the earth, see the line, see the line. The earth's made out of squares, I'm telling you. I know it's a conspiracy theory, but I can prove it. So you want to line your building up with that just to make it easier for things like this, where I would like this to be back a little bit, but, you know, coming, you know, not in my way. I gotta move this back more. Haha, who's the man? Can go far enough this way though. See, I don't need no stinking infinity hammer. I got old man experience. That should do me for it. I don't know what I need here actually. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna have pigs over there, so actually I did this half-assed. So it's big and honking, but you can put your own fires in it, and it seems to snap. Also has a back, which is nice. Question is, what's going to happen with this? I want more floor. But I mean, what's going to happen with this is, well, can I go in there and look? Cannot go in and look. Is it going to ventilate? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Hey! Looks like it's going out the top. Cool. Well, it's not going to stop the rain from going it. Well, there you go. Okay. So it's got other parts. That is the wrong tool. It has a chimney. But how does that help stop the rain? Because where's the top on this? It's like the rain stopper. What the hell, mod maker? Well, oh, I like that door. Okay. Okay. We got our fire going again. Let's get the right tool. Put that chimney topper on there. That's an easy enough design for people. I'm concerned the closeness to the floor here. Is it too close? I don't know, but I assume this thing's got the properties of stone, so it's building it out of stone. You can always push your fire back. In fact, we want to put two in here and test it anyway, so. Oh, where did I put that? Okay, I must put it in the building I'm working in. There it is. Well, we need a forge in order to put down the... What did I do with my coal? I had... Oh, man, if I can put coal in there. I put it away. Well, I got 50 wood on me. You make some coal. The one fire is going out. So that's problematic, but I have an idea on that. Yeah, okay. But I have 50 coal. Maybe I carried too much. Yeah, okay. Shit. I have an idea. Chimney's just gonna have to be bigger, that's all. Bigger! Will it work? I don't know. We'll find out. Put one on the other side. Put another chimney topper on there. I mean, yeah, you got the ugly thing sticking out, but your fires work, and it's really 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 3 of the build pieces. 1, 2, 3, because it has that chimney part there. That's part of this when you put it down, isn't it? Give me a regular hammer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this went that high, and then I put the first one and then the second one. Alright. Anyway, that works. Let's get the... see if the other part works. There'd be cauldron here. Should have cooked the deer. Oops. Alright, now we just have to get a roof around it. And that's going to be a bit of a prickle. But if I move it back, maybe it'll work. I have to move the whole damn thing, but it looks like it's too high there. I did not order rain, Valheim. Yeah, that one top part was part of the bottom part. It means nighttime. Give me a stone. Alright, we just need to get that in the right place to make it easier for us to build the chimney. Let's go back and get a good rest on us food. Yeah. I think this will work, and I can turn the other ones off, or just leave them. Who cares? I mean, I don't have a problem building those chimneys like I built. There's none here because I don't have stone cutting yet. Okay. I'm going to sleep. Then I will eat in the morning. You may have noticed my character wasn't doing a little hop thing going up them stairs, and that's because that's part of the missing pieces that I changed it with the ladder that comes with missing pieces that allows you to walk up it without the little hop thingy. basically they just move the steps on the ladder around a little bit. You could actually do it manually too. 2 different ladders. No, not too far. Oh, table's out of food. Reset the table. There's fresh food on the table. Coffee's cold. See about getting this thing right. So the problem is twofold. Well, first of all, you saw the wall was going into it. There, so let's get rid of these wall pieces. Yes, run tool. Just so they're not in my way. So what's that give us there? It's gonna want to go inside of it, isn't it? Well, I don't want it there anyway. I really don't like that. What'd you do? I don't like that at all. My regular hammer. Their hammer sucks. So what I want to do here is actually move this sucker back. Will the front of it snap here? Yeah, it doesn't want to snap now. Manually set it in there. Yeah, it's still not right. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I want the back of this to be even with this. Maybe. Well, I don't though. I got it. I actually want the back of it to be even with the edge of this. Did it snap there? What was it snapping on? Yeah, because I can see the fucking thing inside my fireplace. I don't want that. It's wanting to snap there, but it's still into the fireplace. See this. I think that's more important. See the problem? The problem is shit ain't lined up right. Hey, I guess I made it pretty good. That's what I want. I can handle the side gap. Okay, but these two gaps, it's harder to handle, especially since it's 26 and 45 degree. Okay. But yeah, we can get a 45 degree in here overlapping the next piece, which is fine. And actually, with that, like that, it gives me nicely the fire gap. So I don't have to push the fire back so far. I think this will work. Alright. Well, let's make sure it works. Let's finish. You don't belong. What the frack? Oh yeah, I need my things. Excuse me. There we go. You know what? Alright, now the fun part. You know what? Probably could just put it in there, it's so big. Let's put the fire in there, see how it works without a rain. Yeah, you can see the back. Yeah, you can see the roof in there, but not without kind of going up and looking up. So actually, it's good as far as fire hazard goes. I'll give you no wood. I'll give you a sock right in the nose. Nice, the little lip moves the camera. Why am I going in there? Eh. Bet you they all work. Alright, we have a chimney that works and a roof that almost works. Oh, asshole. The hell you want? I gave it the office, man. Rude. Oh, I had the right one. That'll work. Okay, it's a lot longer, but still only 3 wide. Lots of room in there. Nice place for the bed here on the end. And then plenty of room for crafting up here and storage. It still takes up two 2x2s, but it's better than the wood monstrosity I built over the other one. And, well, I don't have stone cutting, but a hearth should fit in there just fine. You'll just have to change the floor to stone. And you don't even have to change the whole floor, just change the floor around the fire. I'm not going to bring somebody in with stone cutting skills just to prove that. Now, I gotta get wood. Forget this. Well, I'm gonna run out of wood, but okay, I had the perfect amount actually. Come in. Okay, try to keep me out. What am I doing? Back door. I have to move that, but first I'm going to do this. Well, that was silly. Yeah. I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'll be okay. Oh, one side's done. See, I didn't put the build it mod on. But actually, yeah, wait, I'm not sure. I don't think the build it mod has anything Castle related in it. We're gonna try it out in a minute, but Gotta finish that chimney. I didn't put roof pieces in it yet. Wish I had another roof piece. That's what I was thinking about the Build It mod. It might have pieces that 45-degree pieces I could put in there that look better and won't be sticking out so much. So we're gonna put that mod on. I'm gonna have to get my rested bonus after I log back in. So. Build it, build it. Should be here. There it is. Enable. So I spent 4 hours yesterday. But I'll tell you when I get back. I gotta go to the bathroom and get a coffee, and this game has to start. So I'll be right back. So, since I want to play this world multiplayer, sounds like the game's going. I'm actually in Thunderstore. I thought, well, somebody must have made a trader, right? You can sell stuff to the trader and actually buy materials and shit, right? Somebody ought to have done that, right? Well, somebody did kind of do that. Shindiggy? No, it's Shundal or something like that. Shindiggy. Don't be getting Shindiggy on me. Alright. So I installed the Shindiggy Traders Extended mod, which is not complete. You need buy and sell files. I understand Shindiggy's problem there. Shundal or whatever the hell his name is. I understand because I'm a programmer. Maybe got some training. I was a programmer long before I got any training. That is the wrong tool. Yeah, so you kind of gotta populate the buy and sell list in there, and nobody really done it. I guess if I made a Thunderstore, I probably do have a Thunderstore account already. Okay, what's up, Mike? Get out of the way, Mike. I'm trying to drink my coffee. Well, basically the interface works. Okay, where you can buy and sell stuff. But you have to basically put a list of what Haldor, whatever, sells, because you could customize it for different traders. And we got 3 different traders now. We got Haldor, Hildor, and the Bogwitch. Okay, cool. I wonder if anybody went around and like did that, and you know, I searched and Grok searched. Grok is X's air quotes AI. It's not an AI, people. Rich fuckers who want to replace humans with AIs are gonna find that out. It's an expert system. That's what it is. They just rebranded expert systems as AI. Well, sure, it's got large language model, so it sounds like a human, and it's got, you know, some serious structured query language going on there. You know, but it's still just an expert system. Like my icon, Clippy. What we learned about expert systems is, well, they require a hell of a lot of programming to do. And why am I talking about this when I was just talking about that thing? Well, there's going to be some programming involved in getting all them parts in there. There's no easy fix to getting all the parts in there. However, I can use Grok for a good portion of it. Problem is, Grok's not sentient enough to, you know, like look at something and say, yeah, we can't sell wood for 10 per piece of wood. That ain't gonna work. Grok ain't gonna know fucking shit, you know. But a human being could say, oh, well, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Because it just ain't. Because you can get a lot of wood. So, like, a piece of wood should be, you know, 1. Because I think that's probably the minimum we can go. I don't know. When I do it, if I do it, I will try fractions. But, you know, let's see. You know, anyway, you know, 0.2 for each piece of wood. That way, a stack of 50 would be 10 gold. Right? Oh, I'm no math scientist. So anyway, I see Shundal's problem. It's like, yeah, am I going to sit here and do this? Because that's what I said. I said, I'm too old for this shit. Like, I'm too old for this shit. Now, somebody has one, but everybody says the prices are too high in it. And like I said, I would have had to log into Thunderstore, and I thought to myself, probably easier just did it myself than try to find a password for Thunderstore, which I haven't put in 10 years. Which it'd be different if I'd already upgraded this computer, which I didn't get around to. Because then I would have had to find it. So I was thinking this playthrough or whatever, the filming of this, because this is Forever World, would probably be an ideal place to do it. Plus we're going to have other human beings, so it won't just be my input on prices there. Like Haldor, I can't see him selling. Okay. He literally says, I'm not a miner. I come from a long line of entrepreneurs. Okay, so maybe he like buy ore and wood and shit and resell it at a premium price, but it seems like a lot for old Halstein to have to haul around. I mean, he thought Halstein was flirting before. Wait till he's all in ton of wood and ore, right? Right? Am I right? Oh, I'm making a joke here, but, oh. So I may or may not, it would be great to have that in. I don't know why it wasn't put in. Well, they don't want you to cheat by, getting a bunch of gold, but which made me think I would like to get a mod that respawns the delves, the burial chambers, the troll caves. Is there a mod like that? I don't know. I haven't looked yet, but it occurred to me that, well, if people are going after gold, well, that's where they're going to be going. I mean, I guess you could hunt trolls. Trolls respawn in the outer world, but for the most part, you get most of the treasure from the burial chambers. You get different things besides gold that is fairly valuable, like the piece of amber that I have on me at the moment, which is, what? It's only 5 total. Okay, well, I don't know, like, it's still better than, I don't know, okay, but you would need a way to replenish all that stuff if you were going to have a trader like that. There's a way to put a limit on how much money Haldor has, like, you can put 2,000 a day, but then that's just going to cause problems, because some people are going to be running over there, getting on early, running over there, running Haldor out of money by selling them stuff. That's going to be problematic if you limit Haldor's ability to buy, but it would be more realistic, But I have no doubt there would be social issues with that. That's ugly. It's got ugly spots. Why don't it be like that? That don't work. In fact, that don't work either. I just need these two. Where's that damn door? I like that door. One gave everybody a different door, though. Was it that one? No, there was a different one. That one. I like that one. This is my temporary house. Open towards the workbench, please. Oh, that's the one with iron. Well, that's not the one then. That's that one. He's in the corner. And there was grayling blood all over the place. Darn it. I had a different door. What is this one? That ain't it. Hidden door, huh? That one's got the iron. What am I missing this? That. Oh, there it is. Even got a little frame. Isn't that special? I like it. Alright, house done. A little bit of rearranging, I guess. Oh, I was gonna put the damn... put the bed over here. Fire's good. Yeah, it was good in the corner. Well, there's a mod that has those little privacy dividers. I actually want to get one of those for my house. I'm moving my bedroom into my... I'm moving my bed into my living room. Got an L-shaped desk put up with another L-shaped desk. And there's a lot of L-shaped desks going to be going on in my bedroom. These guys just don't quit. Okay, put food in here. Alright, just leave the metal in there for now until I need it. I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, it's a rock thrower guy. One of them. Hey, you made me hit my fence. They just don't stop. Could probably put shelf here, but I don't know, it ruins the mantle, you know. I think the only storage we're just gonna get right along here. Then we can put a table here. What the? Oh yeah, going into the wall. Oh, I forgot to finish the roof of the chimney. Way to remind me, Valheim. Shit. Oh, yeah, I wanted to put the build it mod on. I have it on. I have to make a hammer. Let's see if there's a roof piece I can use. I remember now. Leave me alone, I'm an old man. Where's the hammer? Oh, it's on the fucking top, right there in front of me. It would have been a snake, it would have bit me, and I'd be going to the hospital and shit. I ain't sucking that poison out. Oh, yeah, the shit's in the hammer. What we got for roof pieces in here? I don't see them. Why am I not seeing the roof pieces? these are, yeah, those are those things. Oh, it's got roofs in its own damn section. Well, what is this one? Just wood, but it's got a flat edge. That's exactly what I want, except 45-degree, please. Yes, yes, yes. Now we're talking. You got that straw sticking out. That's all I wanted for it. It's bright though. Oh, it's still gonna fucking stick out. Might even be worse. How about that gray one? It's got little ridges there, but at least it'll blend in. So come on now. I think that might be better. Okay. I think we're back to plan A. Well, was that sticking out like that before? It is. You cocksucker. You make me mad. I'm trying to do something here and it's not working, so I'm gonna fuck you up. I think this was actually probably doing that before too. Yeah. Well, I guess I could make it better by doing that. I held the shift key down and centered it. It's gonna stick out both sides, but it's better than the other one, I guess. No, just plain sucks. Missing pieces. Well, that was wrong degrees. That ain't gonna work. Give me the 45. Will this work? I don't know. Let's put a thing on. Well, one fire's working, so I'm gonna have to say yes, it's gonna work. Let's see what it looks like. It's not as bad as it was. I need a frickin' ladder. Fracking tall. There's nothing I can do about it if I gotta put 2 in there. It's actually better than what I fucking make my own. Interior wise, I love it. Really, I don't think anybody's gonna bitch about having to put in that 2 pieces. Just the height is pretty high, but yeah, kind of ugly, but functional with, 5 pieces. Uh-oh, fire's spreading. Oh, it's not stopping the fire from the back. Okay, I should have centered those, I guess. These have damage now, I'll bet. Oh, it would be wood piece back there, right? Oh yeah, it's damaged. Okay. I didn't put wood pieces back there, so what was catching fire? I saw the damage numbers. I think we ought to have a sit down and look this over. How come I got no fine wood? I need some fine wood. I don't like that door. Wait a minute. That thing always opens. That's why it's confusing me. I can live with that. Assuming I can find it again. What did I do? Okay. I like it. Was I looking for some fine wood so I could sit down? Well, I'll just cop a squat. I've got no damn rug. I think I have some rug. Anything stored over here? I'll take that. I guess not. We ain't got nothing. I guess I could chop a tree out and get some furniture. Or it's evening, just go home and come back through the portal. I'm gonna move that portal over here actually. Got, oh, oops. Got this one. I don't think you can actually cook on that one though. All of them are cheats. They got no smoke. Well, except for the one I just used. Oh, there's room dividers in here. They want some of my precious straw. I mean, made myself armor. I want to see if that deteriorates in the rain. Got an outhouse and a toilet. This one has some interesting doors. Yeah, it's a door. Gate. Got drawbridges in it. More doors. Got glass doors and all that. I don't think any of them require like crystal or anything. Different wood stairs. Stupid mouse is acting weird. Probably wouldn't act so weird if I didn't pound it on the damn desk, huh? Hey, infantry method of fixing shit. Slamming around a little bit. You can't get more generic than this mouse. Did I actually sleep? That's weird. Country mod sucks. So, I like the build it mod. Here's the problem with the build it mod, though. I'm gonna show you. That's the problem. I love these little things. They're using them in the hardcore mod. I've always had the resources turned up on that. That's a lot of storage for a little barrel, don't you think? There's a little box like that too. I mean, there's the bigger versions. I got the same storage. It's just too much. And there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Same as the little one. Same as the little one. I mean, resource management and storage and all that. It's maybe too much of that in this game, but you know, it does make the homes a little more interesting and all that. Be using different types of storage. You know what? I don't really have a problem with people using it. I use them. The main reason I started using them in the hardcore is I've got that jewel crafter thing on there, and oh my gosh, so much stuff. Hulk smash. So many stairs. I mean, so much stuff. So why didn't Hulk just jump out the window? I'm just wondering. Anyway. Right? Okay. Anyway. I mean, why didn't he just jump out the damn window? Like, slow folks. Sure, he went faster than the elevator. He jumped out the window, but I don't know what terminal velocity is, 140 miles an hour. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is just lay down some shelves and they can sell chests in as they please, or boxes, or barrels, I don't give a shit. Whoever the fine owner of this home is. Did I ever turn off that message? I did not. Okay, well. Now this level might work for 2 barrels without crouching, or without crowding the ceiling. I'm just going to leave it like this. I forgot to frame wood. I think it's going to be tight in here. It's an ugly spot in my floor. Fire outers. Memories. That's wood. So I guess, oh, not done. Okay, getting the style. Gotta have the style. Building, please. What? No, that ain't right. I want to start with you know what? I'm not going to start. Yeah, actually I want to start at that one. It's going to have a hell of an awning here though. Kind of wish I had like half pieces of these. I have no idea where that went. It'll be fine. Yeah, that might be too much of an awning. Yeah, it's too much. Right. This mouse is about to be replaced. It's a missing pieces spot. I like that. You know, it actually doesn't look too bad like that. I mean, gives you a little protection if you just want to stick your head out the door, which I end up doing all the time, and you get wet for 2 minutes, and I'm like, I wasn't out there that long, man. Oh, I found it. I found the missing piece. The extra click. I mean, it's cozy, right? Cozy is good. Well, we're gonna do something. Right. This metal can stay here. That's why I brought it. Where the other house is here. Shit. I gotta fix that drop rate. Oh, leave some of that. Fine, leave it all. What I should do is just crack and put down a construction box. Got to build it on. You can have all the resin. Take the damn trophies too. Oh, can't have all these though. It's suffocating. So what happens is building up the smoke in there, probably because it's having to go two different ways. I'm gonna find a delve or, I'm sorry, burial chamber and clear it up. There's one right over there. Oh yeah, I know. Right by the bear. I'm gonna fight a bear too. I guess I'll go home first. We're gonna get our full food. I'm gonna fight this guy. Tooth and nail. See, I'm gonna top my coffee up and all that first. Alright. Let's go get this Dell because I need circlings. Yeah, you know, when it comes to the build pieces, I don't really care. I like the diversity. I'll probably put them all on except for Valkia, which Valkia is only, it's problematic because I'm already worried about money in the world. I mean, you're always going to have money. Foolings drop some coins. I'll get rid of these hammers. Let's get a whack-a-doodle-doo. I don't really need it. Alright, we're flashing. I'm getting flashed. Let's do it. Let's go kill a bear. Shit goes south, I could always run into the burial chamber. I'm not playing around with trying to kill it with arrows. These guys got too many hit points. I'm gonna try to parry them. Wait, I got meads, right? Hey. Not great meads, but I got meads. I haven't even made one of the trinkets yet. Well, my goal is not to rank this guy up. My goal is just to get the base. They're gonna dry off or not? Let's go see about the bear. Well, we're actually going to the dell, but I know there's a bear over here. That would be him. Well, that was rude. Ooh, got a double hit there, huh? Damn you. Ow. Don't do that. Oh, he knows that one's working. I forgot to turn it. Well, I'm going to leave the resources on because I'm going to this delve, but I don't want to clear a lot of delves. But this one's getting cleared. Yeah. No wood, no stone. There's 5 stone. Oh, my health is almost back up already. Hello. That was a mistake. I should have done this. There we go. Hello in the house. I'd take it. Whoa, there's a door there, huh? Disappointed. Two ghosts, though, huh? That's interesting. Right there. I ain't fall for no banana in the tailpipe. Dandelions. Damned dandelions. Yep, just what it is. Nice midnight swim. Hey, I see you. You're biggin'. That's a lot of fracking bones. I'll have to come back to get those. Not that I need bones. Can't leave them laying around though. They're cursed or something. I don't know. We'll give these folks some bones. Alright, I forget them doors open like that. And trophies. Well, now I feel like a fool. Try this again. I don't know where I put the damn things. Oh, yeah, there's a barrel in the Odin's food barrel thing. It's over this way. And some eyes. Okay, my mouse is quitting on me. It's just giving up the ghost. I'm gonna have to change it. Well, we screwed around with some fireplace mods. I wanted to. There's some in Odin's, is it Architect or is it Odin's Kingdom? I'm going to check for both actually, because I think there might be both. I don't think I have an arrow box at all. Well, now I do. What kind of wood is that? There's a stack for that, but I don't have enough wood for that. I don't know how I picked it. Well, I went into a swamp, but I didn't knock down a tree. Not even sure I could do so with a bronze axe, but I did pick up a piece of ancient bark. Don't know how. Somebody dropped it or something. No clue. I need 10 to make a stack, though. I only got 1. Alright, we're calling it. I just gotta play with these mods. The mods that I'm gonna be putting on are building mods. Well, we got the container mods pretty much done. Although some of the building mods come with containers, as I showed you with the Build It mod. The crates and the barrels. You know, I don't really care what people use, but in the common areas, I'll be using the combinations like I hear the visual barrels and the vanilla barrels and the Bronze Age chest for the most part, unless it's like something that I don't need that much storage for, you know, like the jerkies here and stamina foods that I'll put up here. You know what I didn't check out? Oh no, you can't do that to iron, can you? Yeah, I don't have it. But I can do this at this level, because I did get turnips. So I can get myself better food if I want to go to the swamp and farm entrails and blood bags. Otherwise, pretty much stuck with turnip stew. If you don't want to go to the swamp at this point, and did pick up some turnips, which are hard to find, so I didn't pass them up. I'm like, nope, I don't know if they stay there forever or not, but I'm like, oh, I'm getting my 3 turnips, and actually I had the resources on 5 times. So I planted the 3 turnips, got the seeds, planted the seeds, and filled this thing up with the extra seeds that I got to plant this twice with the resources turned up. The only reason I had the resources turned up is I didn't want to spend a lot of extra time doing my tree farm. I needed some core wood, so I planted some pine that I had, and really I think only 1 tree out of I think I had 5 pine cones, or was it 3? Only 1 of whatever I planted gave me a pine cone, so then I had 5 that I planted, and yeah, I don't know, there was weirdness going on too. I had a double road here and didn't want to plant these. I don't know why. But when I cut them down, I'll have more pine cones, I'm sure. So I just was completely out of core wood, so I went ahead and tried to get the pine in there. Now, just from the trees that I cut down, I'm good to go on the pine, except for having all the trees planted for the tree farm, which is going to go with the 3 rows. And I think the next time, because I can sort through these mods, it's just kind of want to keep it updated so people understand what the world's about. The building mods, just no big deal. They put on clutter, which gives you some little household knickknacks and shit. And well, the problem with Valkia is you gotta spend 1,000 gold to build a hammer for Valkyria, and I'm like, I'll pretty much track you, even when I'm not worried about gold in a multiplayer world, you know. So, and that's the thing. That's kind of why I want traders extended on there, so that if we do run out of gold on the starting islands, right? Which is completely possible besides hunting down trolls. Nothing else drops in Meadows and Black Forest. Actually, I don't think any of the swamp creatures drop any gold at all. Sometimes you get iron from oozers. Maybe from blobs, but that ain't gold. Oh, yeah, but if you raid a crypt once, you're not gonna get any more gold. I don't know if the Draugr actually drop gold like the Foolings do. Do they? I don't know. Frankly, they should have put, well, they have the trolls and the Black Forest that drop gold. It's not a lot, but, they should have put one in each biome. One mob in each biome, type of mob that drops gold. The Foolings do drop gold. So maybe the Draugr do drop gold, and it's just a small amount, and I never really noticed in 6,000 hours of play. I think I noticed. And I can't think of anything else that might drop gold in the swamp. Maybe Wraiths do every once in a while. I don't know. I usually get chain. It's usually just one chain. Wraiths is just silly. So as far as other mods that I'll put on, I'll be putting, a mod so that you can make chain out of iron. It's expensive. Okay, I think it's 4 iron to make one chain, but it's better than, a few guys fighting over the 1 or 2 wraiths that spawn a night in a swamp, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've got to search for resource renewal mods. Okay, I've got Trees Reborn on, and plant everything, so you can plant. Well, you can always plant the trees and get seeds, but you can plant other things like the berry bushes and all that. And then, well, I guess that's about it for resource renewal that I've been able to put on. I'm not sure what other resource renewal mods might exist. I would love something that refreshed the burial chambers or refresh the crypts, especially as far as the iron goes. I don't know, I'll just have to search. And as far as Traders Extended go, well, that's going to be some work on my part to get a buy list and a sell list put together. But Grok already gave me a Python script that will create, buy, one for sell. Actually, I think the same code will do both. And then it's just a matter of a human being going through and saying, no, he doesn't need to be selling this, and setting the prices for things. That's a lot of work, because just from the DB log created by Traders Extended, there were 1,088 items in there. Okay. And I don't know if that was to my level, which I would call early Bronze Age, because really I've made 2 weapons, a shield, 2 tools, the axe and cultivator. I mean, I haven't gone full Bronze Age in my opinion. I'm not really planning on it. I just wanted better weapons because I got to do all this running around. get these two spots set up for people to, you know, I mean, I could just set them in the wilderness, give them some boar meat and some deer meat and some berries and say, hey, bitch, go out and build a place. But I'm going to give them housing, you know. But I needed to test mods that I'm going to have on here anyway. So it's good for me to be doing that. In fact, this is a problem because there is a limited amount of copper too. But the one mod, Odin's Kingdom, has tin ones. Okay, yeah, they cost tin. But now that's another resource I'd like to be able to renew. But they don't require resin to keep going. Now I've had the resources turned up, so I have plenty of resin. But on normal drops, you want to really light a place up, make it look good. I got a lot of lights in here. Okay, this is a special place. Okay, this is kind of like a community center as well as, you know, the Dockmaster's place. But, you know, you can spend a lot of copper just spending the 2 on putting up sconces. Plus the Odin's Kingdom torch doesn't have fire hazard, which is probably for the best. I put no, where did I have that? One of these walls on the side. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, I started a fire. It's fixed now. You can't hardly tell, but I have to disclose it when I sell the place, so you know what I'm saying, right? It's a law. Anyway, yeah, and I've been using Fire Hazard a long time. I'm sure not everybody coming to the server is gonna be, you know, aware that the torches can do that. Another thing that happens that people really should be aware of is your little standing torches that you're using in the beginning. That door opens this way. If you put this torch here, yeah, so that these doors open both ways. So that it's sitting close there. Yeah, you're gonna start your house on fire, baby. Yeah, that's too close. I mean, this will definitely start a fire, but even just close like this will start a fire. Which is odd because these aren't starting fires, but I guess it's because you see how there's bronze or copper around, you know, the flame, and the flame is lower, and I guess they're thinking, well, this has no protection around the flame at all, and therefore it will start things on fire. Or is it, well, I know these start things above them on fire, so, but I've never had one, you know, that's sitting on the wall that actually started the wall on fire, so whatever they've done. Okay. Because the distance is about the same that I'm saying, oh, start a fire with these torches, and it will. Okay. I didn't get out a tape measure or anything, but we're looking at the distance right now. I know that'll start a fire because I've done it accidentally, and I looked at it and I said, what the fuck? You know, after I rebuilt it, I'm like, what the fuck? Because it really didn't seem to be that it would. But if it was a fireplace, I mean, a campfire, definitely. That's way too close for a campfire. You know, you see how much room I left for these ones, because yeah, the campfire can go crazy. However, there are some ways to mitigate that too, because if you put your cooking stations with the ends towards whatever might catch fire, it seems to stop it, and the fire only seems to come from the sides when you get the cooking station. Now, as far as this what's it called? Iron fire pit that you get from that from Hilda. Hilder. I haven't really tested it. I don't even know. Can we put that on the floor? Okay, mouse. We got no stick and wood. Well, you can obviously put it on the floor. And, well, old version, because I have used these, but it's been quite a while, before fire hazard. There's no problem. Just have to keep them ventilated like any fire. Doesn't seem to be sparking out like a campfire does. That's why I bought them. I thought maybe I could use these, but it was such a pain in the ass putting those cooking stations over that fire pit thing. That thing I'm looking at. It was a pain in the ass to put the cooking stations over it. I had to really fudge it. And even then, it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted. Maybe if you had stone, it would be easier to do, because I know the cooking stations will set on stone just fine, but on the wood beams that I used there, it was wanting to pass through the beams, and I'm like, what the hell? So I finally figured out a way to do it, but so I was going to give these to everybody, and they could throw them in their little houses, and all that. But I didn't want to go and just make a fireplace with these in them and have to screw with the damn beams and all the shit I had to go through to get a cooking station on top of it, because I had to put 2 in each house. Okay, first of all, and that's the price. Okay, I'm trying to keep from raping all the money in this world. I already borrowed $4,000, lost $3,000 in a transfer. Went through all my old worlds. There ain't no money in my old worlds. I'm like, what the hell? So that got me really concerned about money. I'm like, well, geez. And we're going to have Odin ships on this spot, on this world. Okay, and Odin ship requires some money for a couple things. Most and foremost, a fishing dock. For people who don't want to fish, you got a fishing dock, but you got to spend gold on it. You know, fish is good. You know, and I don't mind if people use the fishing thing, because really, I've been avoiding fishing myself. Alright, this is over. I'm going to let that thing go. If my house burns down, I will know that it's not safe. The fact that they let you put it on the floor, though, kind of makes me think it probably is safe.